Hey, my true seekers, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. Let me go ahead and check my mic to see if everything is okay. Because, guys, I've been having problems with this mic for almost 3 days. As you can see, how I got it all tangled up, man. I just been going through with this mic. I don't know what it is. I think I need to go ahead and take me a spiritual bath because I've been going through some stuff. But like I say, it's all good. So let me see if I can go ahead and drop the mic in case my crime and partner want to come on. Logical speak. So I'm gonna drop the mic to see if she's gonna come on. So, guys, I hope you all enjoyed your day today. Mine was okay, just fumbling with this mic. That's about it. So, as you can see right here by the topic, we're going to go ahead and talk about why men cry in silence, especially when it comes to African men. And I'm going to say some, not all. So, I'm going to wait a little minute to see if Logical Speak going to come on. And I can go ahead and start my my show. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. And this right here, guys, this is not to sit there and pick on one person. I'm standing on my truth. And like I said, my truth may not be your truth, but it is the truth. And some people, they like their ears to be tickled. But this right here, this is not the channel if you think that you're going to get your ears tickled. So I hope you guys can hear me real good, guys, because for some reason this is a brand new mic, but I still be going through some stuff when it comes to this mic right here. Why I do not know. So guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like or however you feel led, especially when it comes to this channel right here. You know how you guys is for hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. I see my girls and how she said I have okay, she said I have a family emergency right now. We'll get with you a few minutes. Okay, I hope everything is fine. Everything is well. Sorry to hear that. Logical Speak says that she have a family emergency right now and she will get with me in a few minutes. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with what I came up with. Like I said, all the stuff that is going on when it comes to Martell, Holtz, and Melody. Make sure I get it right. Melody Rogers. This right here, this is not personal to me. All this right here is for entertainment purpose only. I do not know these people from a can of paint. Like I say, if you put it out, you are free game. That's exactly how I look at it. And sometimes, just like they be telling me, they be saying, "Oh, Real Talk, you must be watching two different shows." No, I'm watching the same show that you guys are watching. It's just that we are watching it from a different perspective, and that's all it is. So, like I said, I am team right. If I see it, I'm gonna call it as I see it, and that's the thing when it comes to certain people, they get all in their feelings, over people that they don't even know. And most of these people, they'll see you on the street on fire and won't even piss on your tail, even to go ahead and try to put it out. But yet we are fighting so hard for people that we don't know. I fight hard for the truth. I don't care if it's Dottie Squatty or anybody. I fight hard for the truth. I hope you guys can hear me good. If you can hear me good, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me good. But this right here is unapologetic and non-biased. And like I said, if they air it out, they are free game. But the question that I have, guys, is why men cry in silence, especially when it comes to Black men. It seems like we try to hide, we being abused because men be abused too. But the thing about it, you would never know. Just like with all the stuff that was going on with Martell, everybody was saying, why Martell, why he wait right now to put out all those tapes, why he didn't wait, I mean, why he didn't do it in the beginning. Well, it's his wife, he got children, he know that, all the stuff that most likely he put his wife through, and he don't want to air it out. Men is not going to air stuff like this. But like I said, if it was the other way around, trust me, most likely they would have put it out. But the thing that I don't like when people is saying that it's good for him. Come on, guys, make it make sense. Like I said, today is him, and tomorrow it can be you. I wouldn't gloat over no one's downfall. And they think that if, especially when it comes to these content creators and these millimeters, they think that if they can put him in a negative light and put all this information that, the interview that he did with Tasha K, that it was a flop, which we already know numbers don't lie, and it's all about the numbers. Tasha K is laughing all the way to the bank or wherever she's laughing. Okay, somebody is laughing. So by them running this narrative that Martell looked like a clown, he act like a clown, why he did this, that's just another what I call a dog whistle. They going to say all that because what they trying to do is continue smearing up his character. But like I said, we are now in what I call the age of Aquarius, where you're not going to be able to get away with nothing. Nothing. You're not going to be able to get away with nothing. Whatever is in the dark, trust me, it's going to come back. It's going to come into the light. So it does not pay for you to start digging ditches, because like I said, when you dig one ditch, you better make sure that you dig another one for yourself. And I'm surprised that Carlos King and Melody didn't come out and apologize, because that right there, guys, that is big. That is real big. This is not what they are trying to charge Martell with. They are trying to get Martell with a third degree. It's nothing but a misdemeanor, a DV. But this right here of what we saw on these videos, that's first degree right there. That's a felony. And this is nothing to take serious, because like I said, something could have happened. Some could have happened, and everybody was saying that. And I'm gonna get to my topic. Just wait, hold on. Like I said, this is my channel, okay? I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna do it the way that I do it, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and talk about why do men cry in silence, those that coming in, and this exactly what I'm gonna talk about. But I just want to go ahead and continue saying this right here, where a lot of people are saying that that this is good for him, and he deserved everything. He stole $17,000, but they didn't hear the part where Martell was saying, I had put 100 and some thousand and I didn't care where it went. But yet they all worrying about the $17,000. But I was going through all the videos, and I was watching so many pictures and comments, and I really, did a lot of research when it comes to stuff like this. And I couldn't post it because something is going on with my computer. It's like a new software, and it's not letting me upload. I have to figure out how to go ahead and do it. But I'm going to go into the beginning when the two of them had gotten married, and you could see that they loved each other. And a lot of people was saying that Mel had this, Mel came from a different cloth, and Mel didn't have no more than what Martell had. And like I say, in here, I'm going to speak the truth. Guys, do not click like, do not subscribe if you think that you're going to come in here where you're going to get sugarcoated. I'm not going to tickle your ears. I'm going to stand on my truth, because like I said, I'm looking just like you guys looking. And at the end of the day, I have an opinion just like you all. To me, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. And I don't look at it the way you guys look at it, because I think when it comes to these reality shows, to me, it's nothing but a distraction. So if I can get a chance to sit there and tear down, I'm going to tear it down, because I truly believe that all these reality shows, all it do is stereotype our people. Got our people looking like a plumb fool, running behind almighty dollars, which is the root of all evil. Okay. But getting back to what I was saying, when I went to the beginning, I'm thinking that, they had it all together. No, they grew into what they had. The wedding that they had was very, very beautiful. Martell, he proposed to her. He did it the right way, like a man's supposed to do. He got on his knees, which I thought I was able to, put some of those pictures up. But he got on his knees and he proposed to her, gave her a beautiful wedding, gave Melody a beautiful wedding. And I was saying, how from where they were, how they got to where they are today. So let me see if I can go ahead and walk you into it. So we only can go by of what they have put out. And I'm going to try not to get so loud and emotional because, like I said, we all can take a piece of all this stuff that's going on, and mostly that's why we are so invested in all this stuff right here. But according to what Martell had put out, and Melody did not deny that they both were school teachers. Martell, he was in teaching with the special aids, and Mel, I don't know what she was teaching, what grade she was teaching in. But when Martell decided that he wanted to leave the school system and he went in his own business with his brothers in the lawn business. So they was mowing lawn, and he said something about he was getting paid like, big bucks, $1 million company. So what he did was, and I know you guys most likely have heard this story 101 times. Well, like I say, now you're going to hear 102 because not everybody watched this show, okay? But Martell said that he went and he got his wife out of the school system and made her the face of his company, made Melody the CEO because, Melody, she much smarter when it comes to administration. So once they got there, and this is where I think that the downfall came, because I know, like I said, my husband has a business and I have a business, okay? And I know how, money could change you. Money does change you. And if anybody say that money does not change you, then, they lie, because money do change you. And especially when people looking from the outside in and want a piece of what you got, the first thing they're going to say that you acting like, now that you're on top of the world. So everybody is going to sit there and start picking and trying to get a piece of what you have. So what I think is, as the business start growing, then, and they start, being able to, get more things. And sometimes them things, like I said, and I say it all the time on my videos, you cannot build a solid foundation off of material possession, because it's like building a house on sinking sand. So as they, was growing the business and they start getting more opportunities, people start coming into the lives, and they start, being a socialite. And it's not really something that Martell liked, because we already know that Martell, he's more of an old-fashioned person, long as they making money, and they not so much out there, clout chasing. Then but Melody, she had got a piece of that, and she really enjoyed that, which who wouldn't, especially finding things in life when you come from a humble beginning. But I think that's how everything starts spiraling out of control and things start changing. So when I was watching the videos when Melody and Martell was fighting over money, I was sitting there saying, well, Martell, he gave her a good life, gave her a very comfortable life. And even Melody said she never even wanted for anything. And for her to sit there wanted to unalive a person over money, I say, why she's acting like that? I say, because of all the stuff that Martell did for her. And a lot of people say, well, that was her money. No, if you got your money together, it's our money. There's no such thing when you are married, yours or mine. Now, we may say that because I say it myself, my husband's money is my money is my money as well. But I'm saying, now that these people, their lives is, out where people can, pick it apart. But I was saying, why, she carried on to the point where she wanted to unalive this man, where she was pouring, lighter fluid, and even had, a lighter in her hand, and throwing plants and baseball bats and golf clubs. I mean, where is all that anger came from? And the thing about it is that Melody even told Dr. Heavenly that Martell never put his hands on her, which I believe it. Because look at Martell and look at Melody. When Martell goes out there, in the gym, this man is picking up hammers and throwing ropes, and all he had to do is just take his little pinky finger and touch her. She would have been out. So I think that all the aggressiveness came out from Melody. And like I said there and say, we looking from the outside in, and that's why I think that Melody should be held accountable for what she did. And just like I had read some of the stuff, especially when it comes to certain laws, when it comes to the statute of limitation, you have at least 5 to 10 years. And I don't think that was 5 to 10 years, because I'm pretty sure that if Melody had that type of information on Martell, she would have went ahead. As you can see, she most likely she would have submitted that to the DA office. She would have submitted that to the DA office. And you have to be a very dark, cold person to say that was good for a man just because he cheated over his wife. Like I said, Martell is not the first. And Martell, he would not be the last when it comes to cheating, okay? And now, as everything is starting to unravel, it looked like, just like Martell said, and all this right here, guys, is for entertainment purpose only. I don't know these people from a can of paint. You air it out, you are free game, okay? And I only can say alleged. But Martell, what did Martell say? Martell said he was not the only one that cheated. He was not the first one. And we already know that everything that Melody went ahead and accused Martell, all of her stuff is coming out. Her stuff is coming out as well. That's why I say you have to be careful. You have to be careful how you dig in ditches, because the same ditch that you try to dig for somebody else, you're going to end up digging it for yourself, which I think that most of this stuff is happening is because Melody, and I'm going to say allegedly, guys, she's doing all this because she did not want Ariane on that show. So she feel that if I can go ahead and I can smear Martell character and get him with this DV, nobody is not going to work with him. But like Lodge and I was saying, if she stop him from making money, then she's going to end up taking care of Martell and whomever he's with. Because long as those kids are going into the same home that Martell, as long as he have custody of the kids, those kids are used to a certain lifestyle, and she's going to have to make sure that these kids are living the same way as if they were in her house. And that's real talk. That is real talk. So like I said, guys, all the stuff that you guys are going out there doing, every time when people are talking against Melanie, when it comes to all the stuff that's put out, what's happening? You guys want to go ahead and you want to sit there and drag that person. You want to drag that person, but it's not fair. How are you doing? Let's Talk Life is in the house. She said hello. If you want to come on, you are welcome to come on. I already had dropped the link. So if you want to come on, you are welcome to come on. Logical, she had an emergency. But guys, like I said, let me know how you feel. And we all have a right to our opinion. Trust me, I am not going to chew your head off. Long as you keep it on this subject, what we are talking about. We don't know these people. I don't know these people. And if you do know these people, oh well, okay? So I don't know these people. I only can go by of what they put out. Okay, that's what I only can go out by what they put out. But this right here, guys, like I said, this just sad, especially now that Melody stuff is coming out, and I hate, especially when it comes to these reality shows, how it stereotypes our people. It's never going to work out. So I don't know why we want to even sign up for stuff like that. But let me go ahead and like I said, if you want to come on, you are welcome to come on. Let's talk life. But let's go ahead and talk why. Come on, guys, let me know, why do you think men, when a man is being abused, especially when it comes to some black men, why do they keep it to themselves? To It's like a sign of weakness. That's the only thing that I can come up with. And maybe because men feel like, just because they are the head of the house and they are the man, they don't want to fall apart in front of their wives, because if their wives are crying and upset, the children are crying and upset, then the whole house, the entire house, come crumbling down. So most of all that stuff, is because we was taught that a man supposed to just try to hold it together. Let's talk said that just listen out to dinner, don't want to be loud. Oh, okay, don't want to be loud. Okay, I don't know what she meant, don't want to be loud. But guys, I hope you can hear me real good. I hope my mic is not too loud. Just listen. Let's talk live. Give me a thumbs up if my mic is you can hear me real good, because I've been having problems with it. I don't know if the setting is good. But I have a few key points, guys. I want to go ahead and give to you guys why men, especially African men, when being abused, they cry in silence. So if you can hear me real good, let's talk. Give me a thumbs up, please. So let me go ahead and read some of the stuff that when I did some research, where it says there can be various reasons why some men, including African men, may choose to cry in silence when they are being abused. It is important to remember that everyone respond to abuse is unique and can be influenced by a variety of factors, such as cultural norms. And when it says that, especially when it comes through, comes to the black community, especially how, we was raised to be tough, because of all the hell that especially our black men been through, counted like sheep for the slaughter. And now that, they have this Me Too movement, where they got our women, just crying out for the drop of a dime, not knowing this is how the system, is setting us up. Because like I tell you all the time, that the system is not messed up. The system is doing exactly what the system is designed to do. She said, yes, the mic is fine. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm trying to lose a little weight. I'm trying to get it together. I still, I have to lose at least about 20 more pounds. But I went to a Weight Watchers doctor. So I'm supposed to lose at least 20 pounds. So I'm going to try to get it together. It's just been raining down here. And I haven't been outside. So right here it says a social expectation, personal experience, and individual, coping with, just everyday life. Here are a few possible reasons. Societal expectation. In many societies, men are often expected to be strong, tough, and in control of their emotions. Crying is sometimes seen as a sign of weakness or vulnerability. This societal pressure can make it difficult for men to openly express their emotions, including when they are being abused. So, the society have gotten, especially when it comes to men, that if a man cry, a man is weak. And we already know when it comes to Martell, even when he was at the reunion, that, you know, when Carlos King, wanted to go ahead and give him, some Kleenex, because he was getting kind of emotion, he just brushed it off. But the thing about it is, it's like a pressure pot. When you hold all that stuff in, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm not a therapist, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Martell therapist went ahead and told him. By you not releasing all that pressure and you keeping all that in, then when it's time for you to be provoked, and that's why I say when it comes to Mel knows exactly what buttons to push when it comes to Martell. And by Martell is not getting the help that he need, he letting it all build up. And when somebody push that wrong button, then he's going to explore it. he going to exploit. So that's why, like I said, sometimes I think, especially when it comes to men, men needs to have a men group where all the men could come together and they can talk, because if you don't have no one to talk to about all the stuff that you are going through, then this right here, this going to be the outcome. Okay. So that's why I think, they need to be surrounded around strong men, where they could be able to talk it out. And two is stagnant and shame. So like I said, a lot of it because of shame. You got your wife sitting there pouring lighter fluid all on the furniture and trying to bat you, with clubs and bats and throwing flower plants at you. That's embarrassing. Look at the expression when Mel was at the reunion, when she had said, "That's why I beat your blank." You did you see the expression on Marie's face and all the rest of them? That's embarrassing to know that you got a woman, a Tasmanian devil at the house that's sitting there, wants to sit there and unalive you. I mean, that's a lot. So a lot of it is because of shame. And that's why a lot of men, they don't want to go ahead and speak up. But it says men who experience abuse may feel a sense of shame, of embarrassment, especially if the abuse challenges societal norm of stereotypes. So like I said, I had said earlier, a lot of this, is dealing with stereotype, that men are abusive. Men, they love to beat on their women. And some of them, they say, well, we already know, that that's how they label, especially the black man, where, I would rather just keep it to myself. And also it says they may fear being judged by others or worry about their reputation being tarnished. And that's exactly, let me go ahead and stick a pin right there. That's exactly what we're going through right now. That's most likely why Martell did not want it to come out, because he know that he was going to come out as, he's being abusing at home, and he's showing you proof. He is showing you proof, and you guys still are out there trying to tarnish his name. Make it make sense. So you can't win for losing. But like I said, that's the way that they're going to try to run with it, because these people, we already know they are riding on this millimeter train. So long as they riding on this millimeter train, then they're going to do stuff like this. But like I said, this right here, the court of law, they're not going to worry about how these YouTubers are spinning the story. They're going to look at the facts. They're going to look at all the evidence that's out there. That's how it was when it came to Melody and Martell, when it came through, to them getting custody of those children. They wasn't worrying about what they was putting out. But like I said, guys, that's exactly how our people are. So let me go ahead and continue reading. Right here, it says that they may fear being judged by others, to worry about their reputation being tarnished. This stigma can make it harder for them to seek help or talk about their experience openly. And that's why you're hearing a lot of men, taking themselves out, or they rather go and just drink their pain away. And just imagine, I was thinking, because like I said, before I come on here, I be praying, I be asking God, give me a word so I can be able to tell your people, because see, I don't look at this as just a reality show. I look at how to take this foolish stuff to conform the wise. But men is not going to be as open as a woman would be, and I know that we got this Me Too movement where, women been through a lot. Yes, women been through a lot. And I'm not getting no excuses, because I'm a woman. I'm not a man sitting here, and I love men. I am a woman, a real woman. But I'm going to call it like it is. I'm going to call it like it is. And that's the reason why some men, they don't want to come out. They don't want to come out. They rather go ahead and keep it in. And you wondering why, they are incarcerated, the crime bill, the crime is so high, and, they out there, they cheating because look at what they got at home, and which is not excuse, especially when it comes to Martell, because I feel that Martell, he should have went ahead and he would have, got a divorce, because to me that was a very toxic relationship that they have. And right here, it's number three. I'm on three. I'm only going to give you 4 points, okay? But right here, it says the fear of not being believed. Some men may worry that if they speak out about their abuse, they may not be taken serious or believed by others. This fear can be particular strong in cases where the abuser is a woman, as societal perception often assume that men are always stronger and more powerful. So the reason why, like I said, a lot of it out of fear. A lot of it's because of fear, because they saying, you a man and you crying, you got all these muscles and you big and you strong, and you saying that, you being abusing at home. But if he would touch her, then you would sit there, have a different story. So he's being a man and would rather sit there and just not say nothing at all. Maybe sooner or later, it's going to just, it's just going to soothe over. But no, it's not. And as you can see by Martell not saying anything and allowing Melody to constantly, as we see right there, being abusive, because yes, she was abusive. But my heart goes out to the kids, because at the end of the day, the only ones that's going to be hurt the most, and that's the kids. But when it comes to Martell, I don't, care what you guys, say, because he didn't only take Melody in and gave her a good life. He also took Melody's mom, according to what he said. He took Melody's mom, took her from where she was, because if I'm not mistaken, and like I say, I don't get all into these people's personal business, but I think she was going through with who she was with. And he took her out of that environment and brought Melody's mom into their home. So right there, if he was a bad person is not going to do stuff like that. And just to say what he put out when he come home, no food. He come home, as Martell would say, he got to bathe the kids, he got to cook, he got to help them with their homework. So pretty much, what do you need a wife for? That's like coming home to a dead log. Make it make sense, guys. And like I say, this is the year of open shame. God is exposing these wolves in sheep clothing. You're not going to get away with nothing. Whatever you got away with in 2003, you're not going to get away with it in 2004. And that's real talk. Nicole Gibbons says, good evening, Lady D. Thank you very much, Nicole, for coming on. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Real talk with your girl, Lady D. Yes, indeed. But like I said, the things that you thought that you were going to get away with, you're not going to get away with it no more. Because what the Most High God is doing right now, he's bringing you to open shame. And as you can see right here, this is open shame. Every rock that was hidden, it's going to be unturned. And you see it right now. So it does not pay to sit there and treat anybody any kind of way, because you reap what you sow. And like I said, you may not be able to handle it when it comes your way. But this right here, this is the year of the 8th universal year. And I really don't like to talk about it, in this settings. But this is the 8th universal year where everything is complete. Everything is finished. You're not going to get away with the things that you thought you was getting away before, because this is harvest time. This right here is what I call harvest time. So let me go ahead and continue reading. It says, this fear can be particularly stronger in cases where the abuser is a woman, as societal perception often assume that men are always stronger and more powerful. 4, it says limit support system. So right there, most men have limit support system. Men who are being abused may feel like they have limited support system or resources available to them, they can make it harder for them to reach out for help and may contribute to their decision to suffer in silence. And see, I talk about that all the time. We have money to send overseas. I'm gonna do some more key points because I thought that logical was gonna come on. So I'm gonna do some more key points. But this is right here. Let me see where I'm at. Because I'm gonna do some more. I was gonna just do four, but since logical is not up, I'm gonna do more. So right here it says limit support system. And I talk about it all the time. Because like I say, when it comes to all this stuff that's around the show, I can take the foolish things to conform the wise. I see Judy Cardell says, you haven't watched the show. The man is broke. He is mad that Mel left him. Now, like I say, that's her opinion. But like, we look from the outside in. If you know these people personal, you know their bank accounts, then you might know something that we don't know. I dropped the link. If you want to talk about it, feel free to talk about it. But I'm looking from the outside in. I don't know these people from Squatty Dotty or anybody. I don't know these people from a can of paint, just like I said. So I don't know about their personal life. I only know about what they put out. I only can talk about what they put out. So if he broke, I don't know if he broke or not. But like I say, I'm talking about all this stuff, that they are doing, trying to unalive each other, pouring lighter fluid and hitting people with the bat. That's what I'm talking about now. Their personal business, I don't know. I'm talking about right here why men, especially black men, they cry in silence. Now, I don't know about his financial situation, what he's going through. And I'll be sitting here a lie to tell you, but I know for sure that Carlos King sat there and he had at least about 35 episodes. They ran this show, season 6. And if they say that Martell make 50-some thousand dollars episode, so you time 56,000 times 34 episodes, he made about $2 million. Now he ain't that broke if he made $2 million. Okay, so like I said, I don't know about that. Is a lot of stuff that people put out because they try to assassinate a person's character. But I don't think a strong young man as Martell, and got 5 small mouths to feed, I don't think that, he will ever be broke, even if he got to go out there and dig ditches. So if he going to sit down and just be broke and knowing he got 5 mouths to feed, then that's a problem right there. But I never read, especially with bloggers, because, they run and they tell everything. I never read where, he had to pay anybody child support. So each his own. So some of the stuff, it does not pay to read. Now, if you can find somewhere where, he's so broke where he cannot support his children, then please let me know, okay? Otherwise, most all this stuff is a lot of hearsay. So, yeah, let me get back to this right here because I want to talk about this right here. This is key. This is key for this right here. I want to make sure I put this out. Limit support system. Most, especially when it comes to the African American community, we have limit support systems. We have money to give overseas. We spend like maybe almost trillions of dollars to support all this unnecessary stuff, these wars and all the stuff that is going overseas to somebody else country, police and other people. But we got a lot of stuff that needs to be done right here in our own community. We don't have hospitals. We don't have the right facilities, especially when it comes to mental hospitals. We would rather just go and incarcerate our black men and women. We got more prisons than we got schools. Make it make sense. See, y'all don't want to hear nothing like this because we love gossip. But see, y'all don't want to hear how to wake our people up. Long as we tickling each other ears, oh my God. You guys gonna run to that like bees on honey. But start waking our people up. Now we have little resources to help, especially the Black community, when it comes to stuff like this, where they can have a support system set in place. But we would rather go and take care of other people, people that never even sit on American soil, or we are bring them in and support them. Look at the Ukrainian. We spend money almost over $150,000, guys, supporting these people, giving them SSI and giving them all types of benefits. And we got our own people under the bridge. I see Judy Cardell is in. How are you doing, Judy?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Doing great, doing great.
I'm
What
glad
you
I
got?
ran across your podcast. Um, as for Martell really, Mel stayed with Martell after she found out that he was cheating 5 years. She tried to keep her family together. Melanie was the breadwinner. She held him up. She let people think that Martell was the one that was carrying the household, but he was not. She was the brain behind the business. She had the builder license. She did all of that. He just looked good. She made him look good. But when she got ready to leave, he would not let her take the clothes, the kids' bed, nothing out of the house. She couldn't leave with anything. And listen to you like you painting him like he's abused. This man not abused. He triggered her. Then he takes pictures. She's not the only one he have done that to. He'll videotape anybody.
Okay, so can I say something? Let me go ahead and say
Yes,
this right
ma'am.
here. Okay, you said that Melody was the breadwinner, right?
Yes.
So if Melody was a breadwinner, they both are on the same reality show. So
Yes.
how is Melody the breadwinner when they both on the same reality show? When they pitched the
Because the
show
business
together.
that the businesses that they had before the reality show,
So let me
no,
let
they
me
were
let me let,
millionaires before. She made them millionaires before the
yes,
show.
yeah, hold on, hold on. Let me get my point. Let me get my point out.
Okay.
Now, I only can go by of what they put out. I don't know these
Hmm.
people from a can of paints. All this stuff right here to me is not personal.
Okay.
I look at all this stuff as a reality show, okay? So I only can go by of what they said. It takes two, okay? It takes
Right.
two to tear down a house. Like I said, is there truth? And it's somewhere lies the truth, okay? But sooner or later, it's going to come out. I only can go by of what Martell said. Melody was a school teacher. Melody just didn't wake up with $1 million in her pocket from
Oh,
being a school teacher. Hold on, let me finish saying, and then you
okay.
can go ahead and get your point out.
Okay.
Melody did not just wake up and came up with $1 million as a school teacher. Martell, according to what he said, that he left the school system and he went into his own business with his brothers. Once he did that, it became like $1 million business. So he was able to get his wife out of the school system and make her the CEO of that company. And once they did that and started getting in other investments, that's how it went ahead and it blew up. Now, I do not believe that Martell, when he was making the money, he was saying that this is my money and this is your money. It was all in one pot. So you cannot say that Melody was the brain thing. So once they went ahead and they pitched that show together, Martell said it was his people. Now I only could tell you, Miss Judy,
Mm-mm.
what Martell. Let me tell you, I don't know these people, so I cannot
Okay.
say that it's not true. Now, if you know these
Okay.
people personally, let me know. Do you know these people personally?
No,
Have
ma'am.
you ever met them? Okay, well, we only can go by what they put
Okay.
out, right? Right? Fair is
Okay.
fair. Like I said there and say, I'm gonna call it like it is. So Martell, according to Martell, he also said it to Tasha K. Martell said it was his resources. He knew some lady that knew Carlos King, and they went ahead and pitched a show, and that's how they all came together. So when they came together as an ensemble group, it was all about the comeback group. Now that's what we could go by. So once season 1 came, Melody made it all about herself, and that's where a lot of her fans, some of them could relate to her, because I was able to relate to Melody. I've been through the same thing what Melody went through, okay? But it took a spin on its own, where everything was about Melody. So anytime when someone would have any idea of how to, start a brand, it was said there it would crash. So it's like you guys was only lifting up Melody and you was tearing down everybody else. And one more thing I want to say, because I wrote it down. You said that about the pictures. Martell, like I said, that's why I'm reading about why men cry in silence. I'm giving some key points because it's a reason why men cry in silence, because they don't want to come across weakness. Now, what if Martell would have season 1 and put all the information that he got right now of Melody trying to unalive that man and whoever was in that house? Do you actually think that if he wouldn't have had that on camera, you guys would have believed him? Just like you guys don't believe nothing. Y'all got the proof right here. The proof is right here. And you guys still not believing him.
On the live. You mean when she was pouring the lighter fluid?
Yes.
Okay,
and
first of all,
she had the lighter. And
she asked for her money back. Mm-hmm. She asked for her money. He took all the money out the account. And that's why she went ballistic.
So, okay. Was that until
when
death?
When she left.
Was that to death? Was it worth to unalive a person?
Well, when you have 4 kids, okay. When you have 4 kids, you think about your kids, and he would not let her take anything out of that house.
Well, let me tell you,
and he took all the money out the account.
Hold on. If you got 4 kids, are you thinking about your kids when you said?
I'm thinking about my kids. I'm thinking about how I'm going. How am I going to put a roof over my kids' head, and how I'm going to feed my kids?
How are you going to put a roof over your kid's head, ma'am, when you locked up in prison? That's a felony. That is a felony. I can get my husband right here and let him tell you right now. My husband could tell you that is a felony.
Well,
that is a felony.
I put it this way: even though she had the lighter fluid,
and please,
she didn't burn anybody. That she didn't burn the house down.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
Like I said, accident happens. Now she had the lighter in one hand, and
yes, she did.
That couch, drenched that floor, and just one little flick could have blew that whole entire house up.
Being that Martell have such a bad, let me take this back. Mel came from money.
If Mel came from money,
hold on. Mel mother have money. Mel came from money. Martell, was a school teacher, so was Mel. Okay, he left. He asked Mel to come, stop her job and come along, because he didn't know what he was doing, because Mel would tell you, he would say, when she came to help him, he only had 4 clients, which were his cousin in cutting grass. Mel came in, did all the work. She did the proper presidential work. Yeah,
property preservation.
That's her. Martell don't know how to do anything.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, like I say, iron sharpen iron. I may not could do what you can do. You may not could do what I can do. But when we come together, we can be a force to be reckoned with. And they were powerful couples. Melody didn't go out there and tear down and build up business. Melody did the brain work. So you cannot say that Melody was the one that contributed to everything. I do not think that they could have accomplished everything that they had accomplished.
She made him look good. She made him look good.
They made each other look good.
No, she made him look good because he didn't know how to do anything. That's why he's angry. Because if he always said, I made Mel. If he made Mel, why couldn't he make himself? Why can't he go? Why can't he go do all this stuff?
I think he did.
What did he do?
All I can say right here, ma'am, is that they both at the same playing field. They both doing the same thing. What got Melody a little head is that her brand, because she got 7 different businesses.
Right.
So that's what really making her look good. But they both doing the same thing. They both sat there and start from humble beginning. They both pitched this show together. So like I said, you guys is very biased. You cannot sit there and just say Melody did this, Melody did that. Melody, I understand what Melody been through. I've been through what all Melody been through. But the thing about it is that you don't sit there and drown yourself in all the stuff that you've been through. And that's exactly what you guys are allowing Melody to do, is drown herself in all the stuff that she's been through. And that is not fair. That is not fair to say that Melody is the one that making Martell look good. Well, who making Melody look bad right now? Melody made herself look bad. This stuff right here, this was caught on camera. This is a felony. And you don't know if the DA is going to pick up on it. I don't even know if that was.
Now, what do you call a felony? Because she pulled lighter fluid on furniture?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's a felony. That's arson. That's not
no, ma'am.
That's attempted
unless you light that fire.
Ma'am, that's attempted murder.
If it's my furniture, I can put anything I want on my furniture.
You don't do that, because that's why the insurance insure you. You cannot just go around and just start lighting fires.
Again.
Are you serious?
But she did not light a fire.
Yes, she could have.
She could have, but she didn't.
She didn't. Because God was on her side. But she could have got out of anger, and she could have sat there and lit that whole entire house. And like they were sitting there saying that her kids was outside. Now, what if one of her kids was in the house? All that stuff right there, guys. I don't know how y'all can go ahead and clean it up.
Her kids was not at all. No.
Well, what I heard that her kids was there, but I'm pretty sure that all this stuff is going to get out. It's going to be in court, because if I was Martell, I would sit there just like Melody sat there and dropped charges on something that was very petty. This right here is not petty.
Okay, wait. Okay, back that up. What you call petty? Serious. What do you call petty?
Petty is that Melody waited 2 years to sit there and go to the DA to.
No, ma'am. No, she did not. No, she did not.
That was. No, she did not. Hold on. We both can't talk together. Okay.
I'm sorry. We
go
both
ahead. Cannot talk together. But what I'm saying is Melody waited. This was, according to what Martell said, it was 2002. So Melody waited until 2022 to go ahead and drop those doggone receipts. And the most likely the reason why she dropped it, because she was trying to go ahead and keep Ariane off of that show. But still of all, that is minute.
Okay.
Hold on. What happened with that? Hold on. Your mic. Hold on. Let me make sure I get a mic together.
Okay.
I can't talk too hard anyway.
Okay.
I had yeah, I don't want. I will lose my voice in a minute because I had parathyroid surgery.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, yeah, I can't talk.
But, okay, just let me get the point across, and I drop down.
Okay. No, you don't have to drop down. This to me, this good. I don't take it personally. Okay. I don't know these people. This is good conversation to me.
But let me tell you what happened from last year. This happened in 2022 when he was sitting in his car and trying to get Mel to sign papers to turn the kids over to him. And they went back and forth. Usually she don't respond to him. But then when he thought she was getting the best of him, he sent her a picture of a sexual nature of him and her. And she said, "Oh, revenge porn, huh?" And she said, "I got my lawyer on speed dial, 1, 2, 3, 4." That's what happened. That was in 2022. In 23, what happened was another person told her from Arion that Martell, the same picture, the same video, that he wanted to put it out that Mel was out there in a hotel with another man doing these things. But you could not see the man's face. But it was him and her, the same picture that he had sent her. But the Mel responded. And she said, yes. She said, yes, that's the picture that he sent me. Because they were trying to get another girl.
Yeah, we heard about that. Hold on.
Okay, so that's what the 23 came in at. Because she decided then to go press charges.
Let's see what Logical have to say.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, ladies. I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, I had a little family emergency I had to deal with, child. You know how I go. I was trying to understand where, I think this is Miss Judy.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to understand where you were coming from. Just Martell being the abusive one. I mean, just think, if Martell had sprayed lighter fluid all over the furniture, had swapped that at her, had torn up that garage, y'all would be, hitting the roof. But because it was Melody that was doing all of that,
Saint Melody.
How do you give her the pass?
But have y'all seen him when he lose control?
I have seen.
Have you seen? We've seen him when he lose control because they had to pull him from out of that room with Melody when they was in
Vegas.
In Vegas.
Right. You didn't see her interact with him. It was just all him. She wasn't vocally or verbally being abusive to him.
And the Bible talks about provoking a person to anger.
Well, to me, that's what Martell does. But then he sits back.
Wait a minute, my dear. You did not see Melody going back and forth with Martell?
Sure, I did. Sure.
So how do you just give her a pass and demonize him? They were both
because he was the one. Because he was the one doing all the yelling and screaming.
You didn't hear her yelling and screaming?
Not like what he was doing. Twice he did that. Same thing when they was taping the show. He went back there in the back and just jumped on Jay. They said he should have been fired then.
According to Martell, Jay was verbally interacting in his business. He was probably talking to Melody. Why does Jay get to express his thoughts in their marital affairs without getting cursed out? Have you?
That was not what Melanie said, because even some of the executives were back there when he was doing all of that.
Well, let me ask you this, Judy.
Mm-hmm.
In all of the verbal disagreements that they have had, have Melody ever been quiet? Or was she actually going back and forth with him verbally as aggressive as he is?
But you know how I look at that? I really think, to me, you're saying he being abused?
No. They both played a part, and nobody's excusing Martell.
I really think he abused her, and she just didn't say anything to let the public know. Because she was trying to protect him. She was trying to protect her kids.
Well, where's the proof? Do you think that if Melody had something, she would have sat there and she would expose him about now?
Not really, because she was trying to protect the kids.
I don't think so.
We have not seen.
But they got whatever they got. The manager said they got a whole lot of proof. So I don't know if she got pictures too. I have no idea.
Melody, has Martell ever been abusive to you? She said no.
Of course, she gonna say no.
Oh my God.
I mean, how many women be honest with you, how many women would come forth and acknowledge that in public?
I mean, she tell everything else. Why not say, yeah, he beat me up? If he had beat her up, she would have said it.
I wouldn't think she would have said
I
that.
think she would. I think she was.
If she would, I believe she
If anybody
I
sold
think
their
she would have been
soul,
ashamed to say it. I think
Want
she
me
would have
to
been
tell you why?
ashamed to say it.
Want me to tell you why I think, Miss Judy? Because
whatever.
why would she want to go ahead and pitch this reality show knowing that that relationship was toxic? So I don't put nothing past Melody, especially when she put
But it was
her
a
business
toxic
on the reality
but
show
see,
and knowing that her marriage was
but
toxic,
it
a
wasn't
living
toxic
hell
then.
inside.
It wasn't
Yes, it
toxic
was.
then.
Yes, it was.
No, ma'am, it wasn't toxic then. Because when they pitched that show,
Melody shared another woman. Listen, Miss Judy. Melody pitched that show knowing that her husband was in a relationship for almost 6 years. Now, you going to tell me that Melody pitched that show and didn't know that her husband was running by after somebody else? Make it make sense, Miss Judy.
when she pitched the show,
When
I don't think Melody knew that he was messing around. He was messing around then. But when Carlos said, okay, we're going to take the show, that's when she told Carlos she was not going to do the show because she found out that Martell was still out there messing around.
Do you believe that?
But he talked her into it.
Logical, do you believe that?
I know they pitched the show together as a couple. I know that she found out that Martell had started back up fooling with Ariane, and convinced her to continue with the show. That's accurate.
Yeah, Carlos asked her, told that he have her back if she continue with the show. If she do the show.
Right. She wanted to back out.
Yeah, she wanted to back out. Yeah.
According to Carlos, and he asked her not to back out. She could have backed out at any point, but she felt like she was being disrespected. Well, you know what, Miss Judy?
Yes, ma'am.
I understand where your personal feelings come from for Melody, and I don't see a problem with it. You know, you support her, you align with her, you agree with her that he's only been abusive to her. But
some things. She's not perfect now. She's definitely not perfect.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing.
She's not, hey, it's common sense. No, she's not perfect.
Here's the thing. You have your opinion. I have mine.
Yeah.
Lady D has hers. Thousands of people have their own ideas and personal opinions. But when they go to court, the lawyers and the judges don't get to interact or focus on personal opinion.
That's what I said in the beginning.
What they want to focus on is evidence. And he has evidence of him being abused by her, which will be brought up in court. Ain't no personal opinion. Ain't no likes and dislikes. You are a fan of hers. I'm not. I'm not a fan of hers. You are. Fine. But the courts are no fans. Just like when they went to court for the children.
Mm-hmm.
The courts came to the conclusion, the judge, a female judge, came to the conclusion that he had the best interest of the children at heart. And
what happened to that judge?
Not a darn thing.
Yes, it did. They changed judges.
No.
Because they changed judges. Yes, ma'am. They changed, changing judges because she would let Martell get away with too much stuff. Okay. And the only thing that came out of that, now I'm going by what Queen Sheba.
Okay.
On the report.
You said they changed judges. Was there any changes in that judge's decision?
Not at all. It could never happen like that.
No, that decision didn't change because it was court record.
Okay, there you go.
Because she did not want to talk to him on the phone because he said the only way he can talk to her is I think email or something like that.
They did not.
And they said no, she has to have a phone number.
That the judge's decisions have not been changed, and that court ordered document. I
said that they said that she had to give him a phone number instead of an email.
She had to give him first choice First refusal.
Right.
He
Had
still
to what?
50-50 first refusal. For instance, if she got to go out of town, she has to call him first to see if he can keep.
Oh, that's not in the report. That's not there. That's some stuff that Martell made up. That's not in the court records.
I don't believe that.
That's accurate. It's in the
That's not in the court records.
Ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That's his kids. That the judge can't deny. He gets the final word.
That's not in the court records. The same way that he pretended that he did not hurt that kid. Tank.
No, baby, it wasn't a pretense. The court found that there was no evidence that he hurt his son.
That's not true. That is not true. If you have the regular documents, the court document, that stuff that Martell had put out to everybody was like in his favor. Some stuff that somebody else typed up. That was not.
That's Martell kids. Nowhere in the world the judge is.
I'm going by Queen Sheba now.
I'm
going by Queen Sheba.
Queen Sheba is not in that house. Queen Sheba is a blogger.
No, she had, but he sent her papers. He sent her the documents.
Why would he send her papers that's going to be against
because
him?
She interviewed him.
Make sense.
She interviewed
but
him.
Why would he show her papers that's going to go against him? That's Martell kids. So Martell gets the final say of where his kids lay their heads.
How could he get 50-50 custody if he abused?
Thank you.
Have 7 days on and 7 days
Thank you.
off.
That's it. The judge dropped that, threw that out.
50 custody of all 4 of his children if he
because he wanted full custody.
No,
Martell wanted full custody.
The court makes that decision, not Martell.
Right.
Yes, not Martell.
But Martell went there for full custody. He wanted full custody, and he also wanted child support, and they threw it out. So the judge said 50-50, no child support, 50-50.
I'm saying if he abused his son, if that was accurate, he would not have 50-50.
In that court record, I'm sorry, I'm talking over you. That's a bad habit. That's a bad habit of mine. I apologize.
No.
In that court record, it states that Mel didn't say anything. Tank said that he hit him and cut him on top of his head with a back scratcher.
Well, he didn't say that.
Then he also
Tasha K. He didn't say that.
The judge, of course not. He gonna say that. Then the judge told him that he could no longer spank those kids, and then he had to stop putting hot sauce in their mouth and doing all those things that he was making them eat hot trying to control them. That's in the record.
Now you're saying that right today, that Martell has 50-50 custody of all 4 of his kids.
He had what now?
50-50 custody.
Yes.
All
yes.
4 of his children.
Yes, ma'am.
You're saying he abused Tank.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know.
That's why that 56 days was up in there, and he had to go to counseling.
Listen. The reason why the 56 days because they had to investigate. Once they found
and he
nothing
had to go
was
to counseling.
Once they found nothing was there, ma'am, Miss Judy. Once they found nothing was there, they went ahead and they dropped those charges. Do you think that the judge would have gave Martell 50-50 if he was abusive to those kids?
Well, I'm just going by what's in the record.
You. It's still, I could say a lot about you, but it got to go through the process. So once they start peeling the layers and seeing this stuff didn't make no sense, they went ahead and they threw it out, just like they're gonna throw out that charge that Melody went ahead and put on him. They're gonna throw that out. But
do you really
like
think? Do you really think they're gonna throw that out?
I think they're gonna pull it. I think it's a third degree misdemeanor. Yes, they're gonna throw that out.
Okay, so what about the doxing? So what about the doxing?
Well, they
gonna throw that out too.
They pulling that out because they are upset because of the tape that Martell put out on Tasha K. So they're trying to find something to sit there and smear him up, the smear of what's going on.
No, I mean,
they just fishing.
He posted it.
They came out with the doxing after he was on Tasha K's show. So they're just trying to find something to sit there and hang him. That's not going to work.
But he did that.
But he did it. Ma'am,
That's what's
we have
on.
solid facts of what Melody did when she drenched that house with lighter fluid.
Now that ain't getting thrown out, Miss Judy.
That's not gonna get through out, ma'am.
I didn't say anything gonna get that wasn't gonna get thrown out or anything else. But that doxing is a crime.
It
Obviously,
could be a
maybe he didn't
crime,
know that
but
because they just
also
passed that law.
that's still a misdemeanor. But what Melody did, that was a first degree attempted M. So how you guys gonna spin that?
I would like to know if Miss Judy thinks that was DV. You know what the DV stand for?
Yes.
Yeah.
That reality, those incidents, those videos that we watched of her swinging in that in the club and tearing up his car, pouring a lighter fluid. That's not DV, in your opinion?
I was just, to me, I don't think that was DV.
Okay. Well,
I mean, in my opinion, I don't think so. I don't think so. She was pissed off at the point. I probably did the same thing.
She's being funny. I think she's just doing it because she like Melody. She's a fan.
No, I'm serious. I probably did the same thing. Listen, you ladies to crack me up, but I probably do the same thing. I'm gonna keep you on my. I'm gonna keep subscribing to you because you gonna have another talk.
Thank you.
I like the podcast though.
Thank you very much.
But
But Miss Judy,
yes, ma'am.
If Martell had been swinging a bat and her beating up her car, tearing up the garage, pouring lighter fluid all over her furniture, would he be committing DV against her?
But you know what? We don't know what he did.
Miss Judy would say, lock him up.
Pictures.
If it was the other way around, Miss Judy didn't have to see no pictures or nothing. Miss Judy gonna say, lock him up, throw the key away.
So I would have tagged him, but still
she would have got him with what she would have got him what Melody did to him. It would have been the other way around. She
like I said, I mean, like I said, we don't know. Like you said, we don't know these people. We go by. I'm going by what I've seen on TV and what we all heard and all this other stuff. But with Martell, I don't know. To me, he's sort of desperate at this point. You know, because he's broke.
How you know he broke, Miss? You told me you don't know these people, Miss Judy.
Because
Miss Judy's a diehard fan. I might have to be a fan in order to see the
I'm going by male manager stated that Martell owed so many people there in Huntsville. They asked Mel for money to pay it back, but we know he don't have a job. I think he fired. I think they fired him. I really do.
He get paid weekly from the show. He's not broke. And
he don't get paid. They don't get paid weekly. They don't get paid weekly, honey. They don't get paid weekly.
They get paid every episode.
Every episode that they perform in, they get paid by the episode.
Miss Judy, they said
again he going to the supermarket because he's not spamming. Yes, ma'am.
One of your favorite bloggers said that Martell and Melanie makes over 50,000 an episode. So Martell made 50,000 episode time 35 episodes they ran. How much do you think he made? He made almost $2 million. So you trying to say he broke on $2 million?
No. That's not episode. That's not an episode.
Well,
they don't make that much money. That's not an episode.
They say 54. Let's say if he made 100,000. That's in 54 episodes. That's still a lot of money. That's $500,000.
Martell don't spend money the way.
Are you kidding me?
Martell's very tight.
The only thing he buys is
because in the beginning they were saying that they make 50,000 a season. Season.
No, Miss.
In the beginning, that's how much it was. That's how much it was a season. And Mel and Martell made them. Well, you know what? We really don't know how much they made.
True. That's not true.
I don't know.
A season, come on now. And you won't tell me they putting out all their laundry just for $54,000 a year?
I'm not. Listen, look how many seasons they had.
Wow.
Because my thing with that is, if he had all this money, Mel wouldn't have to send food over there for the kids to eat.
That's just rumors. People saying that.
No, she said that's in front of him.
Because she's sitting there trying to gaslight you guys.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
She could have been sending specific food that the kids wanted.
Yes, probably. Yeah.
Martell could have went to every one of his friends and got $100.
Martell probably don't even have no friends. he probably don't even have no friends.
Well,
Miss Judy, a diehard fan.
Listen, if he having a friend like Martell, I keep them at long length because he gonna be snapping pictures or have his phone on the tape of conversation.
Well, he need to. He was living with a Tasmanian devil. I take pictures too. This woman was throwing pots, pans, and flower pots.
I probably would have been done the same thing too.
I know you would, but Lenny would have been other
the same thing if he was doing what he was doing.
Lenny would have been the other way around.
How many of the cast members are friends of Martell's?
All of them.
How many friends on the show are friends of Melody?
None of them, because that was his friends first.
That says a lot.
Well, that was his friends first.
Even the one she brought on is not friends with her.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Miss Judy is a diehard fan.
Nobody likes her, including the mothers. But Martell is the demon. But everybody likes him on the show.
I have two sons. I have one a Marine, and I also have one in the Army, and they are very successful. Okay, very successful, and I also have a daughter in the military. I have 3 kids in the military. My kids have careers, are doing very, very good, very successful. Beautiful families, beautiful homes, everything.
Girl, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Okay, ladies, I'm gonna drop down. I'm talking to y'all.
All right. Now don't be too much of a diehard fan. We're gonna give you a pass because we know you're a diehard fan, okay?
Melody fan.
Yep, diehard Melody fan.
Regardless, Melody could blow his brains out and she would be a Melody fan.
Yep. My God! Now you see where the millimeters they ride hard for her, right?
It don't matter what she do, child.
No matter what she do.
I don't see no wrong in nothing she do. Although they say, "Oh, she ain't perfect. She not perfect."
Wow! I asked Miss Judy. I say, Miss Judy, this lady went and put gasoline on the couch, the floor, and then she had a lighter in her hands. Now I would see if she was pouring the gasoline and she didn't have no lighter in her hands. I would say, well, she just was playing. But she had the gasoline and she had the lighter. And not only that, they said somebody's supposed to email me some more information. They said, Lodge, did you hear this? Do you hear a sound, or that's just me hearing a sound?
I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay. But they had said that she threw a knife in a wall.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Did you hear that one? I was looking for a clip, but I didn't see it, so someone said they're going to email it to me.
Right. The crazy part about it, that was Martell's house. That was not her house. Tearing up his house.
Oh, that was his house?
That was his house. That was his furniture.
Yeah, and she went and put all that gas, that lighter fluid on there.
Well, that's not her furniture.
Yes. And you see, I don't like answering stuff like this because, see, they become personal. Like I told you guys, I don't know these people from a can of paint. I'm just here, just sitting there giving you my opinion. Don't make it personal with me, but I'm going to add this up and I'm going to talk about this and I'm not talking about it no more. If you come on here, like I said there and say, I will love y'all clicks and likes, but I'm not going to compromise and I'm not going to tickle your ears. I'm not going to make this person because like I said there and say, to me, I'm not into all this stuff right here. That's why I could be 9 buys, okay? But don't come for me with this mess, okay? But Mercy Grill said, Lady D, watch the show. It's a feedback. She said, Lady D, watch the show before you speak on it. It's $50K a season. I don't think that
$50K a season. No,
I don't think so.
No.
If they make $50K a season, they might as well come and work for us.
Oh no! Look,
They might as well go ahead and punch a clock, a 9 to 5 job, because ain't no way in the world I'm gonna take that much time in my life and just for 50 K a season. I don't believe that.
I think we are all watching the same show every week. I see something different. You see something different that Miss Judy and Mercy see. They're Melody fans. They don't see nothing she do. Everything she do is okay. It don't work like that for me.
Girl, Miss Judy, when Miss Judy said, "Oh, that was good for him," but I said, "Well, what about if it was the other way around? Oh, he'd be under the jail." She laughed her tail off. She said,
It would be. If he was doing all that crap, they would get in the streets and demand that he be locked up.
Girl, they would sit there and boycott network and own network, and girl, they would have his head on a silver platter if it was the other way around. But look, this is what Nicole Given said, that Lady D, I'm telling you, that gasoline picture really ruined her image. It shows who she really is, anger and bitter. And that's why I think, Lige, I think that's why they running with this narrative trying to clean up her image. But you can't clean nobody's image on that.
Yeah, those visuals ain't going nowhere, and it tells a complete story, regardless of what they say. Those videos, those pictures, shows her complete negative attitude. They cannot spin that away.
No.
At all. And that was the reason why he presented it. And he will be presented it in court.
Absolutely. That's damaging.
And you think the judge is going to say, oh, you know, she should have been spraying lighter fluid all over the house. She should have been swinging at him with a bat.
He cheated on her. He cheated on her. He deserved it. Right. He deserved every bit of it.
No, it's not going to go like that. And they're going to be pissed off. You know? Their mindset is all messed up in favor of her, regardless of right or wrong, which is crazy.
And you see, I would think it funny if it was on the reality show, but this is not on the reality show. This is what these people are doing in their personal lives. So that's where, to me, it's not funny. It's scary.
Right. If he had been accused or found guilty of abusing Tank, he would not have 50-50 custody. What kind of crazy is that?
That's it.
Oh, my God.
And it to me, it's scary because it's like I said there and say, they need to just go ahead and just shut down reality shows, because at least, you know, the people realize this is acting. But by this being a reality show, they really think that half of the stuff that they see on these shows, that these people are really putting out their personal life. Like I tell you guys, all this right here, they only show you just a snippet of their personal life. Most of this stuff is acting. Those people are getting paid. But this right here, this is real.
Yeah.
This is real. Look what Nicole said. She said you can't clean that up. That's why the glad meters are not talking about it. I was in the bushes. You're right. And they're not going to talk about it. This is serious. This is a crime.
Nicole is right. They're talking about it, but they trying to spin it.
Yes.
Put on a positive narrative for her. When the pictures speak for themselves. I guess they think we blind. We didn't see her acting all crazy. I guarantee them, when she go to court, ain't no judge gonna be down for that or support her in that crap.
So I have a question, Lige. Yeah. Do you know when did that crime happen? Because it is a crime.
I believe that may have been based on how she was dressed, how she looked. Remember, then she had that short haircut. She hadn't got her body done. She was skinny. So it had to be anywhere between season 1 and season 3.
And how many years is that?
Oh, that was 4 years ago.
Oh my God, this girl! Are you serious? 4 years ago?
4 years ago, because she hadn't changed her hairstyle. She hadn't got her body done. She hadn't even had the last baby.
So you are saying she put through lighter fluid on that furniture and attempted to set the house on fire? That was like 3 years?
I believe it looked like it might have
Well,
been.
if it was within the 5 years, she's going to be arrested.
It could have been 3 years, because when she was spraying the lighter fluid on the sofa, she had on a wig. And remember, in the beginning, she was wearing pieces. She wasn't wearing wigs, so it could have been.
I hadn't understand. I knew what you meant. Go ahead. You could continue talking.
Could have been 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was his house. That was not her house.
Wow.
That
She's going to be arrested.
Remember when Sheree came to his house, he had that gray sectional. And that's what she was spreading that lighter fluid on, that gray sectional.
Look what Nicole Gibbons said. Also, I can't wait for the district attorney to see that gas meters, the statute of limitation for attempted M is usual 10 years in most states. And I already did. You remember I went ahead and pulled that up, right?
Right.
In Alabama, it's like 5 to 10 years. It's all decided, if they have concrete evidence, if it was that person that they can identify.
Right. And
so if they can identify, which that is Melody, right?
Yeah, clearly.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, I'm like Nicole Gibbons. When the district attorneys see that, they're going to be pressing charges against her for DV.
Yeah, and Martell don't even have to file charges.
No, he really don't. But
the DA gonna pick that. The DA gonna pick that up.
I hope he do. I want him to file DV charges against her for that.
That's why I tell you guys, you never win when you play dirty.
I don't want him to let it slide, because she didn't let it slide when he sent her that text message in the picture. She pressed charges on him. He needs to press charges on her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I say you never win when you play dirty. And people think that they can constantly just go and do all this type of stuff and tear down. You reap what you sow. Whatever you put out in the atmosphere, it's going to come back. It's like a boomerang. And you may not be able to handle it the way that, the other person went through it. So you got to be careful how you throw rocks.
She looked and acted like Betty Broderick to me. I don't know if you know who Betty Broderick is. Yeah, she was a wife that was scorned. It's a movie made about her being a scorned wife. Her husband, she was very physically abusive to her husband, tearing up furniture. She ended up deleting her husband and his new wife. Went in the house and deleted them both because she was pissed off that he divorced her and married somebody else. She's sitting in jail right now. And she had 4 kids. And she deleted her ex-husband and his current wife. And that's the true story. Her name was Betty Broderick. His name was Daniel Broderick. I was out of San Diego, California. That happened, I want to say, about 10 years ago. Yeah, that's what she acted like to me.
Look what Nicole Gibbons said. That's why the head gas meters has been so quiet. Read that for me. My throat I don't my throat.
Okay. She said that's why the head gas meter has been so quiet. The DA will pick that up. She outright violated the law. If the kids were at home, that is also child endangerment. The kids were home, Nicole. They were right outside. The kids were home. The kids were home during that incident. Yes, they were.
That's sad.
Yep. The kids were home. So now she ain't getting away with that. And her meters are going to be very pissed.
Wow. That's why I say you never win when you play dirty.
No. He saved it for a reason.
My grandmother always saying this is Bible scripture. God does not sleep and he does not slumber. He sits high, but he looks low.
Okay.
So you have to be careful how you sit there and dig ditches. And I do understand. I understand what Melody been through. We all been through what Melody went through.
Yeah, we all been through.
But when you sit there and you become in the middle of the steering wheel, in front of the steering wheel, then you become God. And once you become God, you tie up God's hands.
Yeah.
And what you see right now is Melody. She's wrecking. Wrecking. This is a wreck, guys. This is serious. This is caught on tape. This is caught on camera.
Yeah.
This is a felony. And then the insurance company could come after her as well.
Yep, they sure could.
Yes.
Yep. They sure could.
I definitely think the insurance company gonna come after her. She's
Yep.
in some. She is in some trouble.
Yes, she is.
She should have kept. And like I said there and say, I don't want to see no harm to none of my people because I love my people. I ride hard for my people. But
Yep.
sometimes our people gonna have to stay where they at because they just do too much.
Yep. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. And she
When
is.
you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yep.
She said Betty took out Don over 30 years ago. That was a true story?
Betty Broderick. Yeah, it's a true story.
Wow.
And his current wife, Danielle Broderick, and his wife. I can't think of the new wife's name.
What's the name of that? What's the name of that movie?
The Scorned Woman. That's what I was looking for, so you could go and check it out.
Scorned Woman. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna be able to pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened. I didn't realize it was 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was a good while back.
Where you saw it at on Lifetime?
I think it was a Lifetime movie, but she was also, her children were on. That's when Oprah was still doing interviews.
Okay.
And Oprah went to the prison to.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the name of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right quick. In fact, believe it or not, I watched it today. I pulled it up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for it now.
She black or she white?
White.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were both white, you know. I'm about to give it to you now. The name of that movie. Movie. On Betty Broderick. Hold on 1 minute. Yep, that's who she act like to me.
Look, you can see right here. This her right here. You can see it. I see Scorned Woman.
Yeah, a Scorned Woman.
She has blonde hair. Her name is Betty Broderick.
Right. It was in 1952.
Yeah. Yes.
That's it, girl. That's a good movie.
I'm gonna look at it tomorrow. Sunday, right?
Woman. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it tomorrow.
Yep. That's who she act like to me.
Wow.
Yep. You can watch it right on YouTube, or you can watch it on Netflix. But I watched it earlier today. I watched that movie 4 or 5 times. I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah.
This is what this Ron Daniel said. Read that. Big giant muscular Martell wasn't abused. It was 4 years ago. It's irrelevant. The RP is recent. What is he talking about?
Well, he's saying that he says big giant muscular Martell wasn't abused. It was 4 years ago. It's irrelevant. The RP is recent. Oh no, my dear. DV is always relevant.
Yes.
No?
And it's not just the DV, it's the arson.
Right. The attempted arson.
Yeah, attempted M. Yes.
Of property and coming at him with what could be considered a weapon of that could cause
deadly harm.
Deadly harm. That back in that golf club. Oh yes, dear Mr. Rod Daniels. I'm sorry to tell you that it is relevant. Judy says, why didn't Martell present all of this? I guess she meant in court. He wanted full custody and child support. Number one, Martell said he didn't want full custody. He wanted his kids off of social media and off the show. And that's what he got.
Be Good say he released a sex tape. I thought Martell told Tasha K that it wasn't a sex tape.
He never released a sex tape of
Yes. He said he don't even have no sex tape, right?
Threatened to release photos of her, but he didn't do either. Oh my goodness. And that incident was 2 or 3 years ago itself.
Yeah.
When he sent her those pictures, that happened 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Nicole Gibbons says if RP was recent, the DA would have arrested him by now. That tape doesn't exist, in my opinion. Even if it does, throwing around gas is far worse. Absolutely, Nicole. I don't know where Rod Daniels coming from or Miss Judy. You best believe a picture and a text Throwing gasoline around or lighter fluid and destroying property is much more severe.
And if the side chick had the RP, the side chick would have been put it out.
Right.
Be good, say the side chick have the RP, right?
I guess, girl. Don't nobody know.
Look up Pacino. I like Pacino. She used to come in here. She said, "Why did Martell talk about his project he's has going on with his business partner Fred? What is that about?"
I guess he don't want the millimeters dogging him out about the projects that he got going on, where they are. There's a couple of more irons in the fire that Martell have with Miguel Wilson that y'all don't know about. He ain't talking about. Not just the suit line.
Does he know if he take it out, if he put it out, they gonna try to attack it, right?
Attack it. So no, he's not gonna put out. I mean, come on, they don't support nobody but what Melody do.
Yeah, because he also said like 90% of women watch the show, so most men don't watch the show, and that's who he's selling the suits to. So it doesn't make no sense for promoting it on social media anyway, right?
It doesn't make any sense because they're going. If they figure out where his suits are, they will be calling those stores trying to get them to take his suits down.
Absolutely.
So no, he's not going to present anything that he's doing. He needs to leave the show, really.
I think so.
Well, if he get fired, believe me, I did make a list of all of the black entertainer females that are paying child support. So Melody's fans can see.
Oh, you got a list?
I made a list.
Well, read it after you get Nicole. What did Nicole says?
Okay, she says, he didn't lie about the gasoline. Explain how she is right. I guess she's talking to the millimeters.
Okay.
Take that horrible image away. I'm actually in agreement with Nicole Gibbons. Now I'm going to give you the list of current black females that are paying child support to their ex-husbands, baby daddies. Number one is Mary J. Blige.
Wow.
Now, you know, Mary was married to this guy. She married him. She had no baby. You know, Mary J. Blige don't have no kids. But she still ended up having to give him $30,000 a month. He had 6 children. And I guess Mary J. married to him became their stepmother. So she's one. Another black female entertainer is Candace Parker. She was married to an ex-athlete, but she's making more money because she's an actress. She's paying child support to him. Sherry Shepherd, I don't know if you know who Sherry Shepherd is.
Yeah, I know Sherry. Sherry.
Okay, she's paying child support to her ex-husband, and she's never had a baby. But they adopted a child.
Yes.
Which made her that child's legal guardian.
So she don't have the child?
No, he has the child.
Oh, I wonder why she didn't want him then.
She didn't want no kids.
Oh, she didn't want him no more. She got a son, right?
Yeah. She has that one son. But she's paying child support to her ex-husband for the child that they, adopted together. Okay, the next one is Spice Girl Melanie Brown. She's paying child support. They also claim that Janet Jackson is paying spousal support.
Janet Jackson?
That's what I Googled it. Her name was.
Wow.
Now, the one that wasn't on the list, that I put on the list, is Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams paying child support?
Wendy Williams was paying alimony to her ex-husband after their divorce because she was the high earner. Once Wendy came up with this mental health issue and she was fired from the show, it's when she no longer had to pay him child support. Her husband, Kevin, what was his last name? It's not Kevin Hudson, I think. Their son was 18 or 19 when they divorced, but she still had to pay that guy a certain amount of money a month, which he was taking care of his baby mama, Sharina Hudson, out of Wendy's money.
Yeah, but why? Just like Be Good say, why Janet Jackson got to pay child support and her husband's a billionaire?
I know they say he's a billionaire. He could be a millionaire. We don't know how
Mhm.
much money Janet Jackson actually have. She could have more money. I mean, he was from another country. That guy seemed to be an Arab. He may not have as much money as we think he has. But anyway, according to Google, she had to pay him out. Oh,
Mhm.
Kevin Hunter. That's his name. Kevin Hunter. Thanks,
Mhm.
Be Good. Kevin Hunter is Wendy Williams' ex-husband. And Wendy was paying him alimony for at least 2 years or maybe 1 year after their divorce.
Mhm.
And then when she got sick and was fired from her show, Wendy was so smart in her.
Be Good say Janet had to pay spousal to someone else. Oh yeah, it's not the last husband that she got the kid with. It's one of those DeBarge.
Oh, that husband.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was married to James DeBarge.
James DeBarge. Yeah.
Okay, that husband. I know it was a husband that she was
Mhm.
paying. Okay, so not the second husband. But either way it go, my point I was trying to make is her fans, Melody's fans, keep saying they want him fired. That's his sole, not sole income, but that is his largest right now, his
Mhm.
largest paycheck,
Mhm.
which would make her the top earner.
Yeah.
What they failed to, she's right, it's the one after DeBarge.
Mhm.
How many times she been married?
She been married twice. Because you remember she got married early when her and James DeBarge ran off
Right,
and got married.
right. That's the one well, it was one of the husbands. I thought
Hmm.
he was married twice. But anyway, with
His
Melody and
name is Renee. His name is Renee. That's her last one.
oh, yeah, yeah. Was she married to that guy?
Yeah. I don't think she was married to Renee, huh?
If she's paying him alimony, she.
Oh, she was married to three guys then. Because yeah, it was James DeBarge, then Renee, and then that billionaire.
Oh my God, I forgot about the Renee guy. Let me Google that.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so your girl is gonna end up paying child support.
Miss Judy Hart on Martell. She said Martell too lazy. Now this man tear down houses and build up, and she calling them lazy.
Let me see. Oh yeah, Renee Elizondo. She was married to him from 1991 to 2003.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. That girl been married 3 times.
Yeah, she got married very early with James DeBarge.
Right, that was in 1984 to 1985. Yeah, Renee Renee Elizondo. Oh, dog, I done got choked on water. 1991 to 2003. So that's the guy that she's paying alimony to.
I
Oh,
don't think he lazy or broke either.
well, he probably don't have the money that she got.
No, they talking about Martell.
No, he's not broke, but she will be if he gets fired from this show.
Look, read
Right?
what Nicole said. Nicole Gibbons said.
Okay, Nicole Gibbons says that is so vindictive. If you fire him, then you need to hire the head gas meter. The image, if the show is gone, is far from black excellence and family friendly. That's true.
Mhm.
Oh, it's been past black excellence and family friendly.
Thank you.
When they first started talking about the cheating and all of the nasty comments about Martell and this girl, yeah, that's when black excellence went out the door a long time ago.
Hmm.
You know. But yeah, those are a list of women that have to pay their exes.
You did you say Holly Berry?
Halle Berry, yep, she's one. She has to pay. I think she has to pay the oldest girl's father because he was
Hmm.
just a model. You know, when she had this baby by him, I think they were married. Halle Berry, Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson got to pay her husband.
Right. Remember, she was married to the wrestler.
Yeah, yeah, she got a son with him.
Right. He ended up getting full custody. She had
Oh,
so she has to pay him child support.
Wow.
Yeah, Mary J, Candace Parker, Sherry Shepherd, Jennifer Hudson, yeah, a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they can wish him negative if they want to get fired. She better be ready to pay that darn child support.
Thank you, because they sure gonna give it to him because them children are accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
And it may be 4,000, because it's 4 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have to give her maybe $4,000 or $5,000 a month.
Wow.
Yeah. In Alabama, I can't see it being no more than that.
Mm-hmm.
What did she say? Then be good, fire the gas meters for ruining the image of the show. Attempting arson and child endangerment are serious crimes in the real world.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And that's the real world. That's not happening on a reality show.
Yeah.
Where they can say it was entertainment. That was not for a reality show.
Yeah, that was off the show.
That was off the show.
Yeah. So I don't know what her fans are thinking, but
they said they're trying to find something on Martell, trying to comb through that interview with Tasha K, something to find so they can go ahead and have something on him so they can overshadow the gaslight stuff that Martell, what's her name, Melody did with the lighter fluid, and throwing the bats and the golf clubs and throwing flower pots and throwing knives in a wall. See, that's embarrassing. They wanted to keep her on that pedestal. That right there is not going to put on a pedestal. That's going to put her in jail. Not in jail, in prison.
And what they fail to realize, which you and I do realize, personal opinions don't matter. How we feel about him, how we feel about her, and how they feel about her. When it comes down to the court system, personal opinion does not matter.
But they should have known that when all other stuff had happened, when he had got custody of his kids, that these people was not going off of what YouTubers was saying. These people was combing through with documents and investigations and all this other stuff that they had gathered,
Well, you see,
they wasn't worrying about all that other stuff.
You see what Miss Judy said. According to her, Martell was found guilty of being abusive to Tank. And everybody with any doggone 2 ounces of common sense know that he was found not guilty. That crap was thrown out of court.
Absolutely. Look what Pacino said. Read what Pacino said.
She said, should Martell do any more interviews?
If it's to sit there and clear his name, I would, and show people that Saint Melody is not what she says she is.
I think if he do, it should be on a large platform. It could be Tasha K again.
Yep, Tasha K again.
Right.
But never go on them small bloggers, especially the ones that favor smell.
Yep, it should be with Tasha K or somebody of her caliber.
Yes, because she's non-biased.
Right, non-biased. Yeah, if he want to do interviews, if he want to do another, which I think he should.
I don't think he did nothing stupid, Miss Judy.
Huh?
Miss Judy said he did something stupid. I don't think he did nothing stupid. The only thing he did was expose that Tasmania devil.
Honey, that was the smartest move Martell has
done. That was a very smart move.
That was the smartest move.
Yes.
She put her in a different light. Although her fans can't see it, everybody else can see it, including the criminal justice system. She probably
most likely the DA probably called her already now, and she's over there, trying to explain the stuff that she did.
Right. It absolutely trumps her so-called DV.
It trumped it. You're right. That trumped that.
Her complaint against him.
But
it trumps that. It was the smartest move he made. Video.
Melody was playing checkers and he was playing chess.
Absolutely. In this incident, and I believe his lawyers or close friends told him, you need to video her.
Yes.
Keep it. I don't think Martell was smart enough to do that on his own.
Yeah. And the way that Tisha was acting, you remember when Tisha was calling her a dark soul?
Yeah.
I think that's why they call her a dark soul, based on all that stuff that they saw where Martell never had given it to us yet. But I think his entire cast has saw Melody in that light.
Well, remember Marcel at the last reunion, part 3, he said that all of the guys come to him for advice on their marital issues. He had
Or they come to him?
everything. They come to him. And I'm pretty sure Marcel or Maurice, if not both, told him, when she come to your house clowning, video it and keep it. So you can show, because at some point she's going to try to press charges against you. You need to video her when she's acting an idiot, so that you can have some proof. Somebody was in his ear. That was the smartest move he ever made.
That's a smart move.
It vindicates him.
It sure do. And I mean, they coming from on top of, they coming from video to video trying to smear, but you can't smear because nothing trumped that. Nothing trumped that.
I don't care what they say. They can't spin that.
No, they can't.
That's clear visuals. Everybody saw her face clear.
In the act.
You better believe it.
And I wonder why Carlos King don't come out and say something about that. Well, I guess he's going to let the investigators, because most likely they'll probably be investigating it now, and he's just going to leave it alone. I don't think they're going to touch stuff like that.
Yeah, he's going to let it play out. And I really don't think he should have anything to say.
Well, you can't, because this right here, this is a felony attempted M.
Yeah.
First degree. First degree.
I don't think he should make a comment about it at all.
No.
It's here now, and he's got to let it play out to see what happens.
Did she come out and talked about it?
Who, Melody?
Yeah, she came out since?
No, her manager said that it's not over. That ugly ass one. Oh, excuse me. Oh God, I didn't mean to say that.
Girl, talk
to up. She's making it worse for Melody.
What she said?
It's not over. They have evidence, and they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do a darn thing.
So what kind of evidence they got? The only way the evidence they can have that can trump that if
they had, they would have been put it out.
Martell putting his hands on Melody.
And they don't have that.
And they don't have it.
But they do have a statement that Melody made stating that Martell never abused her.
Yep.
They could pull that up.
Yep.
Dawn needs to shut up. She's a piss poor manager.
Girl, I bet she was just tearing that tail up, knowing that he couldn't hit her back. Now that's what you call a good man, because most men, look, I'm about to knock you out because you're not going to sit there and light no fire in my house. You see what I'm saying? But he just stood there and he pleaded with her. Most men would have never pleaded with her.
Well, it goes to show you Martell ain't as stupid as they say he is. He has sense to put his hands on her. More sense than she had.
No. I mean, he said, no, please, Mel. Don't do that. Mel.
She kept right on going. And
she kept going on.
Stop videoing me. Why are you videoing me?
And then everybody's saying because he took 17,000, but Martell was saying you took 150,000 we had in the account together. I didn't say nothing about that. The $150,000.
And here's the thing with that. My husband and I had a joint account, and then I had my own personal business account. The only one he had access to was our joint account. So he could take whatever he wanted out of that account.
Absolutely.
I might not have liked it, but a joint account is just that. Martell had every right to take money out of that account just like she did. It was a joint account. It wasn't her personal account. It was a joint marital account. I don't know if these folks know what a joint account is.
No. Reed would be good, say.
Huh?
Reed would be good, say.
Okay, personally, I don't. Anything will happen. I don't think anything will happen to either one. For the videos of Mel or the sex tape, I don't think Martell will be fired. Martell is TV gold, but he is a liability. I don't think he'll be fired either, but it would be good because then he could get child support, I think that's what Martell wants, regardless of what people think, because he's not gaining um, anything on the show because they know too much about his business from him being on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll benefit by getting off the show and doing his business documents on the low. And I would also, if I got off the show, I would make it where the judge would have to say, she could not speak on me or my business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just like Nene did Bravo.
Yeah.
They couldn't even utter her name.
Nobody on there could speak about his businesses.
Mm-hmm.
He could get that dog on child support and then go and do what he's going to do.
So Martell said he chose not to film this season. Did you hear that one?
No, I didn't. Who said
so
that?
I don't. Well, that's what I read in one of them comments. So I don't, I don't put too much on that.
He said he's not filming right now. I did hear that on Tasha K. But it would benefit him if he got fired.
I would just quit because they're not going to let up on him.
Well,
and especially if Mel go to jail, which Mel will most likely go.
Well, she's going to be prosecuted.
Yeah, she's going to be prosecuted.
But it would benefit him if he got fired because then she would be the top earner, have to pay him child support. That would be enough to pay the rent, and then he can make money on his businesses on the low. Make sure she couldn't speak about nothing that he's doing, or she would be fine. He really needs to leave.
Read what Judy said, because my voice is about to go out. We got 4 more minutes here.
I don't see Judy's comment.
Hold on. We got 4 more minutes, and after that, we're going to close it down here.
Right here. Okay. She says, Melody not going to be charged with anything. He is. Melody has something. Tasha K. Council Part 2. I wonder what happened. How is he doing? How is he going to get child support? Oh, Miss Judy, I'm not going to go back and forth.
Miss Judy says he broke. Miss Judy say he broke into. Miss Judy don't even know them people, but she knows their finances.
Is broke. It benefits him because then he can damn sure get.
Thank you.
For cursing, he would definitely be able to get child support.
Pacina said that she don't recall Melody speaking on any of Martell business ventures because they sat there and sabotaged all this stuff.
Right.
Every time the man tried to make some kind of brand, they calling and reporting. And
I don't think Paquito sees anything that Melody do next when it comes to Martell.
Good night, Judy. Judy said good night. Judy got me hoarse. You heard me? Judy said good night after she done got me all hoarse. Got me shouting with her. I was doing good until Miss Judy had me shouting with her.
Yeah, baby. She got her own mindset, and it ain't.
And I was doing good. My throat was doing good. Everything.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Until Miss Judy had me talking all loud.
I had a thyroid issue. I had the radioactive iodine though. Back then, they didn't opt to do surgery on mine.
So you took the pill?
I took the pill.
Yeah, my mom did too.
Right, and I take Synthroid every day.
Okay.
I don't know if you have to take.
I don't have to take anything, but like if I talk a long time or talk loud, I try not to talk so loud.
Okay.
If I talk loud, then I lose my voice.
So did you have an overactive thyroid or underactive thyroid?
Over.
Oh yeah, okay. Mine was,
yeah, and it also had me like gaining so much weight, so that's why I went ahead and got them out.
Yeah, I had an underactive thyroid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of common. One of my aunts on my father's side had a thyroid issue. Yeah, it's kind of common. You're gonna either be overactive or underactive.
Yeah, mine was over.
Mine was.
They thought I had one thyroid, but I had 2. They had to take out 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, now we got a whole lot in common.
Huh?
We have a whole lot in common.
Yep. That's why God sent us your way because iron sharpen iron.
Right.
And girl, when Miss Judy was good, Miss Judy had me going because I didn't understand what Miss Judy was talking about. I said, Miss Judy is right there, the evidence right there. Miss Judy didn't see nothing. Girl, I'm shouting with Miss Judy, and girl, I said there and said, Lord, I lost my voice. And when you came in and said something, I said, girl, come on and help us, sister out.
Yeah, I was dealing with my little family issue.
Yeah, so it's all is well, huh?
Well, it hasn't been completely resolved yet, but
Mhm. Yeah, well, we praying.
it will, go and be,
Yeah.
resolved at some point.
Yes.
It's one of my sons and his woman. That's
Oh,
right.
gee, yes, Lord
I
Jesus. You
got
know how it is.
my youngest son,
Yes.
his woman.
Yep. So, girl, look, we gonna close it down. Thank you for
All right.
coming in. We'll see what we got to talk about tomorrow. If I watch the movie, I'm gonna watch the movie tomorrow. Scorn. Let me see what the name of it again.
A scorned woman.
Yeah, Scorn Woman. I'm gonna watch that, and we can go ahead and talk about that right there.
Okay.
And we touched just about every topic and stuff. This was a good live tonight. Really good.
Yeah, it was. It was nice.
Yeah. So you be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day here.
All right. Good
All
evening.
right. Good night here.
Bye bye.
All right. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. Thank you, Pacino. She said good night, all. Thank you guys for coming on, and Judy, thank you for giving me a run. Cause girl, you gave me a run when it comes to these people. But like I said, at the end of the day, guys, I do not know these people from a can of paint. Only thing that I can do is give my honest opinion. And like I said, it is what it is. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and rest my throat because I am getting hoarse, and you all have a good night.